Welcome to Single Card Spotlight here from Pro Tour Eldritch Moon. The card we're going to be talking about right now is Weaver of Lightning. And you might think this would be a limited segment. This is a card that's very, very powerful and limited, but we're actually going to show you a match of Constructed where this card really shined. It was Bant Spirits versus a red-green ramp deck, and the card was just spectacular. To set the stage, the first two games of the match had taken 45 minutes between Jan Cassander and Ken Yukihiro. There was less than 5 minutes left to complete the third game. And, well, you know what? I'm not going to be able to do this match justice in the amount of time we have for this video. So, hey, Rich.
Yeah?
Could you come here for a second?
Yeah, what's up?
Just do your thing when the screen starts, okay?
Okay.
So let's talk about how Weaver of Lightning really took over this match.
Okay, so this is Ken Yukihiro. He's on the right, Jan Cassander is on the left. And we've opened up with a Hangabout Walker, and you just put the one counter on that, because that's what you do with Hangabout Walker. And we go on to turn number 2, and nothing's happened from Jan Cassander. It's 20 each, and now it's 20 to 19, because the Hangabout Walker that had the one counter on it, that's just attacked for 1. And there's another Hangabout Walker that's also got a counter on it. There's Jan Cassander going, okay, you've got one counter on it, you're going to be attacking with those in a bit. You're probably not, because you're probably going to put counters on them. Turn 3 for Jan Cassander, you're going to see some mana tapping here. It's like, oh, what do I do with these 2 mana? I'm going to tap them. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going to tap 3 of them. Oh, no, I'm not. Now I'm going to tap 2 of them, and it is 2 of them that's what he's actually going to tap with, and it's a Selfless Spirit from Eldritch Moon. So now we've got 2 counters on the Hangabout Walker, and that Selfless Spirit is dead. Yes, it is. D-E-A-D spells dead. So it's gone. So here's Ken Yukihiro, and he's got the 2 counters, 1 counter on each of the 2 Hangabout Walkers. Now there's 2 counters on each of the Hangabout Walkers. So we go back to Jan Cassander, and Jan Cassander with his 3 mana, which again, he's like thinking, am I going to tap these? Am I going to tap these? Am I going to tap these? I don't know. Well, yes, you are. What are you going to do with that? Well, you're going to make a tireless tracker, and there's a clue. It was a clue that it was a tireless tracker. And once again, that's dead because that's a Draconic Roar. Boom. So now we've got 2 counters, and now we've got 3 counters on each of the Hangabout Walkers. And now that is a clock. 6 points of damage right now, because 19 there would go 13, 7, 1, 0. Can it be a 3-turn clock? Well, we'll find out. Here's Nebelgast Tarot. That's going to tap down Hangabout Walker, and the other Hangabout Walker comes in, because 3, that seems like a perfectly good number. Ken Yukihiro looking here. Goblin Dark Dwellers is going to be really important in this in just a minute or 2. But here's the Weaver of Lightning. There's the Weaver. That's what we're really interested in. And right now, that's going to deal 1 damage to something whenever Ken Yukihiro can find an instant or a sorcery to play. But we've got now more. We've got Mausoleum Wanderer coming down for Jan Cassander. This is what Bant Spirits does. He's down at 15. Remember, 15, we're into additional turns. Ken Yukihiro is going to have 0, 2, and 4 of the additional turns. So he's having a look. It's like, what's going on here? They're at 10, 3, and 1. They cannot draw. If they draw, they're both out. It's no good at all. So Ken Yukihiro, can he get this 15 points of damage through? Hangabout Walker 3. Hangabout Walker 3. Weaver of Lightning. Remember what the ability does. That's what's going to be so important. Jan Cassander, fiddling with his mana. He's got a clue. He's got a Mausoleum Wanderer. He's got a Nebelgast Tarot. Here's another Nebelgast Tarot. Tap these down. So they get tapped down. So that's not good for Ken Yukihiro, but this is good for Ken Yukihiro, because here comes the Goblin Dark Dwellers, and he gets to flash back the instant, and he's going to kill the Nebelgast Herald with the Weaver of Lightning. Remember, this segment's about Weaver of Lightning. So Weaver of Lightning goes, Nebelgast Herald goes, and Ken Yukihiro, he's got 3, 6, he's counting up his mana. Is he going to do it? Because he's got lethal damage potentially coming his way. Jan Cassander goes, here's another land. He's going to pass the turn. We're into turn 2 of extra turns. Is this the turn that Ken Yukihiro wins? Maybe not. His Collected Company does that for Jan Cassander. He looks at the top cards of his library. Can he find decent answers? He can. He really can. Because he's going to put this in. Ken's going, yeah, okay, you're going to do things. This is very bad for me. You've done things. Why did you do things? And so now there's a Spell Queller there. There's Nebelgast Herald there. There's Nebelgast Herald there. Ken Yukihiro says, all right, well, I'm not going to be able to attack on this turn 2 of extra turns. But that doesn't matter to him, because he's counting up. He's seeing if he can do it, because he's got another Goblin Dark Dwellers, which means the Weaver of Lightning is going to trigger again. That means he's going to get rid of a blocker. Draconic Roar reaches out, kills the Spell Queller, then he gets rid of another blocker. So is he going to be able to do it? Because there's going to be 1 turn left for Ken Yukihiro to try and do this. And here comes Jan Cassander. That was turn 3. Here's turn 4. He's drawn the top ending voice. He's got too many voices. He's going to cast too many voices. The Weaver of Lightning is going to do it. And the blocker goes away. 15 points, boom!
And that's Weaver of Lightning.